we serve anywhere from 300 to 500 people on a typical day. And so it's a large operation, and we have to have the ability to produce more food as we go along. So it's a little bit tricky. The crew leaders take a look at the stats from the previous days, and that's how they estimate more or less what they're going to get that day. So we have to have lots of staples on hand. This is our immediate storage area. We have a large dry storage area up on what used to be the old stage. We keep things in quantity there, and then we move them down here so that they're accessible quickly to the cooks. We also have a big walk-in freezer cooler where we keep all of the fresh fruit and vegetables, and then in the freezer, of course, we keep meat. So it's a big operation, and it continually moves. So they're very, very careful about moving cans to the front so that we don't end up with things that are out of date or not fresh anymore. If we get an overload of something that's going to go bad, such as bread or fruit, something like that, then we put the excess out there on the table in the main dining hall so that people can take servings with them. We know in this community there are large numbers of people who have either marginal incomes or no incomes. And we know that there is an ongoing hunger problem in Madera. There's also an ongoing lack of housing in Madera. And so there are a number of agencies in our community that have been working hard to kind of plug that gap. And Holy Family Table is a big part of it, because even though we're sponsored by the Catholic Church, we don't have any kind of religious services connected to this. We open our doors, we ask no questions, people come, they are welcome to eat. We see some people on a pretty regular basis, and we see other people 1 or 2 days and we never see them again. But you will see, if you watch the flow in and out of the dining hall, I would say the bulk of our clients are males, but we do get families, and particularly on weekends we get families, which we think is because there's no school lunches or school breakfasts. So, you know, if you're going to call yourself a Christian, then you need to be aware of the needs in your own community and try to fill that gap. And so that's what everybody at Holy Family Table is trying to do. And I have to tell you that it's been as great a blessing for the volunteers as it has been for the people who need the service. We run about 95% on donations. So we either run on donated food, combination of donated food and donated cash. And we have, but it takes a lot to serve that many people. We're like a big restaurant, okay, if you think about it. So in the course of a month, we're providing thousands of meals. And we really have to bring in about $100,000 a year in order to pay for everything. The food, we only have 2 salaries. We have 1 paid coordinator and we have a half-time custodian. Everything else is done by volunteers. Everything else is done by volunteers. And so, but there's still, you know, you got to pay for lights, you got to pay for heat, there's all kinds of things that have to be paid for. We've been at it for a long time. Holy Family Table actually started, I'm sure others have told you, probably about 20 years ago. It began with a very small operation of people passing out sandwiches at the park to people they thought might be homeless. And it has grown from there into this wonderful daily service. We are open every single day of the year, 365 days. We never close. So, but we're always open for the morning meal because we think that's the most important, you know. And there may be people here who have other food available, but I'll guarantee you that this may not be their only meal, but this is their best meal. This is their best meal in the course of the day. Yeah.